Thousands of people have gotten their hands on one, and who knows, you could be next. Win your very own Good Morning Augusta coffee mug at WJBF.com/coffee club. Sponsored by Honda Cars of Aiken. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.
A hot and humid end to the month of August. Staying dry for now. We could certainly use some rain, though. Very slight chances into Labor Day weekend, but next week those rain chances go up and the temperatures go down. Stay with us for all the details.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us for your news at 5:30. Coverage you can count on continues now, but the White House pushing new efforts to stop illegal drugs. Law enforcement is also stressing the importance of following Georgia's and South Carolina's move over law. This comes after a car hit a Statesboro patrol vehicle. Did you see that video? It left officer with minor injuries. Now, according to the data from the FBI, 27 or more officers have lost their lives just this year because of accidents. 16 of those deaths because of car crashes. Officials say patrol on roadways, but the move over law could help make people more aware of their surroundings.
On the side of the road is dangerous enough, so if everybody can kind of pay attention, it'll help everyone if everyone takes their part and, watches out for officers or any kind of utility or anything with a vehicle like that, moving over, slowing down. It's going to make a big difference, and if it just saves one life, that's very important.
Officers say with the move over law, if you are caught traveling in the lane closest to a traffic stop, you could face a large fine and several points on your license. Well, it's time now for a look at the weather with meteorologist Jenna Petracci, and what a great scene behind you there.
I know,
Wouldn't
right?
it be nice to be on that beach right now?
With all this heat, I'm thinking about the beach today,
Yes.
Dee. Even just a pool day would
That
be
would be
nice.
nice, yeah.
Highly recommend that. If you have some time over the next couple of days, go hit up the pool. The beach would be perfect this week or weekend for Labor Day weekend if you're headed out there. Here's a look at Daytona Beach on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. There is some rain, though, in the distance, so not a picture-perfect day down there in Florida. Notice Florida really over the past couple of days have dealt with those scattered showers and storms, very summer-like pattern, and all of that rain continues along the Gulf Coast into Texas as well. We have high pressure overhead, and that is keeping us dry here in the CSRA. Looking great. Just some fair weather clouds once again today. Temperature-wise, it is hot, no doubt about it. Temperatures in those low to upper 90s. 93 in Millen, 92 in Swainsboro. Evans, you're at 97 degrees. Augusta at 90, 95 in Wrightsville, 96 in Lincolnton. The humidity is very spread out. We're seeing anywhere from only around 35% down to 50% humidity in our southeastern counties. So in return, the heat index is much higher down there, 104 as your feels like temperature in Bamberg. The rest of us in the upper 90s to around 100. The winds are coming in from the southeast, anywhere from around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for the rest of your Wednesday evening, looking nice, mostly sunny skies, staying pretty warm and muggy though. And then over the next couple of days, we are still dealing with the heat. But next week, we could see some big changes to the forecast. I'll have all those details coming up. And back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you then. New information in the fight against breast cancer. The Journal of the American Medical Association finding that additional screenings could potentially benefit women. Zoreen Shaw explains.
It's new cancer research that could be life-saving. The Journal of American Medical Association has released findings of a study that found that targeting MRIs to women with unevenly or extremely dense breast tissue, about half the population, may save up to 10% more women's lives.
Dense breast means that you have more what's called fibroglandular tissue as related to fatty tissue. And on a mammogram, the fibroglandular tissue looks white, fatty tissue looks black. So if your breasts are more dense, it's harder to see a cancer because a cancer can look white. So it's like trying to find a snowflake in a snowstorm.
The FDA will require doctors to inform women when they get a mammogram if they have dense breasts. This mandate begins September 10th. The additional screenings could, however, come with risks. Researchers say with breast MRIs, there's also an increase in false positives. That's when a test incorrectly detects disease when it does not exist. Right now, insurance coverage for additional MRI testing is case by case, depending on each person's situation. Researchers say widespread MRIs could yield up to 80% more false positive, resulting in stress, lost time, and expensive testing, which is why the study encourages further testing specifically for women with dense breasts. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
2 deaths in South Carolina have now been potentially linked to a listeria outbreak in the Low Country, and they are urging everyone to avoid recalled Boar's Head deli meat products. Since July, the CDC has been investigating the listeria outbreak that led to 43 people in the hospital and 3 other deaths across 13 states. Medical experts say listeria is a common bacteria that can contaminate your food sources and lead to an infection that can be very serious for pregnant women, people older than 65, and those with weakened immune systems.
And then your primary care provider will decide whether or not you need to come in and whether or not they need to provide you with any medicine. For the most part, those of us that are otherwise healthy, it cures itself. It's generally a self-limiting disease. But for those of us who are not well, elderly, pregnant, otherwise immunocompromised, then you need to see your primary care provider, and they'll generally prescribe you some medicine that will address the issue. And the key is to get there early.
Medical experts also recommend checking your fridge and tossing out or returning recalled meats to the store, as well as cleaning any surfaces that may have been touched. Health officials on alert after New Hampshire reports the nation's first patient this year to die from a rare mosquito-borne illness. Officials say the 41-year-old was hospitalized with severe central nervous system disease and tested positive for Eastern equine encephalitis, or AAA. Though human cases of the AAA virus are uncommon, the CDC says that about 30% of people who develop brain inflammation from the virus will die. There is no vaccine nor treatment.
Many more who do survive will end up with lifelong physical or mental disabilities. So this is a serious virus. This is a serious infection. The concerning thing is that risk only increases throughout the summer and into the fall. And the risk doesn't actually go away until there's a hard frost that kills off the mosquitoes.
Doctors say most people may not experience any symptoms, but severe cases can present with fever, headache, extreme fatigue, gastric distress, or seizures. Well, coming up, a video of a little boy getting some great news and shows as well as movies hitting your streaming services. It's new and it's trending up next.
And for the rest of the week, it is going to be hot and humid. Only stray showers, so for the most part, we are staying dry. Next week, a bit of a different situation. Rain chances are going up, clouds will be taking over, and temperatures are going down. Stay with us for more details.
Family owned and operated for over 2 years. Terry Labor Hyundai.
Fly direct to Washington, D.C. from Augusta Regional Airport.
Welcome back, everyone. It is time now for a look at what's trending. Organ donation changes lives for the better, and a video of an Ohio boy's reaction is proof. Take a look. He found out that he's getting a new heart, and he found out back in May that he would be getting a new heart to fix problems he'd had since birth. John had the procedure a day after this video was taken, and according to his parents, he's recovering and can't wait to tell his friends at school about his new special heart. Rapper Ludacris is trending for taking a sip from a glacier puddle in Alaska. Here's what he had to say on the chili sip.
It was the best tasting water I've ever had in my life, and as I drank it, I felt like every cell in my human body was being hydrated and rejuvenated at the same time.
That's right, he enjoyed the chili drink, but his fans responded to his post on X saying they would not recommend for people to drink directly from natural sources because of bacteria or other parasites. But as you can see, he's doing just fine. He's looking like he's on top of the world and happy about it. Luda. Well, not sure what's new on your favorite streaming services? Our buddy Dean Richards has the latest on what you can expect.
There's been another murder.
Yay!
This week's biggest new release is season 4 of the hit comedy Only Murders in the Building. This time, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are investigating the murder of Martin's stunt double while also heading to Hollywood to make a movie of their true crime podcast. See it on Hulu now.
Sooner or later, Sauron's eye bores a hole. The rest of him slithers in.
Thursday on Amazon Prime, return to the land of Middle Earth for season 2 of the prequel series, Lord of the Rings of Power.
Mortals, I made you.
Jeff Goldblum is the god Zeus himself, trying to restore order among the gods of Olympus in the new series Chaos. Streaming begins tomorrow on Netflix. And City of God, The Fight Rages On is the new follow-up series to the hit 2002 Brazilian movie. See it on Max now.
Father, we ask that you cleanse and sanctify us for this deliverance.
For new movies this week, a mother struggles to save her children's souls after moving into a spooky new house. Glenn Close and Monique co-star in The Deliverance, starting Friday on Netflix.
If someone had told me my life would have been like this early enough where I could have got out, I would have got out.
For new documentaries, take a look at the meteoric rise and tragic fall of former child star Gary Coleman. Gary streams on Peacock starting on Friday. After Baywatch takes a look behind the scenes with the stars of the 90s global sensation. See it on Hulu now. Also on Hulu, the New York Times presents Lie to Fly, focusing on the issue of pilot mental health and a pilot who tried to turn off a plane's engines mid-air. And finally, the University of Notre Dame gets a Hard Knocks-like docuseries going inside the locker room as the Fighting Irish prepare for their quest for a national title. See Here Come the Irish on Peacock on Friday.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of good stuff coming out. I definitely want to see the Gary Coleman. Interesting. Well, let's see if this weather's going to be interesting for us. I know it's definitely going to be hot, but Jenna has a full look at your forecast after this break, so stay tuned.
Everybody has a Labor Day sale
So why is Weinberger's any different?
because we have tons of quality Weinberger furniture at low prices.
That's right. I bought a lot of extra inventory this summer, and it needs to go at any price.
We have store-wide markdowns on our huge selection in all 3 locations.
Get great quality, name brand furniture at a huge discount now through Labor Day.
Get the best prices on Weinberger's furniture this Labor Day. In stock and ready for delivery.
Need a book? Look at that!
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I hope you're having an awesome week so far. The weather has been pretty consistent so far this work week. The only difference is that it's getting just a tad bit hotter each day, and the humidity is also getting a tad bit higher. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. Just like the previous couple of days, a mix of sun and clouds. Sitting at 90, feeling like 95. Southeast wind coming in at 7 miles per hour. Humidity at 52%. Heat dome still across the southeast. Cold front to the north around the Midwest. This dome of high pressure is going to stick around over the next couple of days, so the heat and humidity will really last into Labor Day weekend. Notice a vast majority of the country under above average temperatures. 95 in Kansas City, 93 in Oklahoma City, 94 in Dallas, and then even up into Washington, D.C., 99 degrees. So the cooler temperatures are far up to the north and into the Pacific Northwest. Only 68 in Seattle. Hard to picture that here. We're sitting in those mid-90s for the most part, seeing a few 97s on the map. 97 in Sparta, Gibson, Lincolnton, McCormick here at 95. 94 in Edgefield, 95 in Bamberg, 94 in Sylvania, 96 in Wrightsville. Here Thursday, we'll be starting out with some patchy fog once again, then sunshine later on, some clouds. Not really expecting any rain, just a stray shower or two for the most part. The main topic this week is the heat. High of 96 for your Thursday, heat index around 104. And then instead of going up a tad, we'll be going down a tad as we go into the weekend, but still feeling pretty hot for your Labor Day. 94 for Saturday, Sunday, and then 92 on Monday with a slightly higher chance of rain at 30%. We're on the roller coaster ride of temperatures this week, and that continues into next week with a big dip. 92 down to 85 on Tuesday, and then 83 as your high on Wednesday. It's even possible that some places could see upper 70s on Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday. Rain chances are staying pretty minimal Thursday through Sunday at just 10%. Increasing Tuesday and Wednesday, could even go up more from there. For the most part, it looks like light rain and pretty cloudy conditions. Any rain we get will be beneficial because notice for the month of August, we are still under the 3-inch mark, at least for Augusta. High pressure overhead tomorrow at noon. You can see some clouds and possibly some rain trying to move in. And then as we go throughout Friday, same situation. So a spotty shower or two as this cold front's approaching, increasing our moisture. Once the cold front comes through on Monday, that's why we'll have a slightly higher chance of rain. Speaking of the rain, we're also watching the tropics. This could be Francine, 20% chance of development. We'll be watching that over the next several days, and we'll keep you updated. Our 10-day forecast showing the heat throughout the weekend, then that big drop in temperatures begins on Tuesday, 85, 83 next Wednesday and Thursday, and then by next Friday, back to sunshine, but it looks like we'll still be staying on the cooler side, and we'll be right back. Every day across our
Each month, we feature a woman who is using her business and career to make a difference in the lives of others. This month, we traveled to Barnwell, South Carolina, and meet a woman whose passion for math and numbers led to her purpose toward helping others. Barnwell, South Carolina is a small town that has produced a woman with big ambitions toward helping others. For Alicia Davis, it all started with her passion for math.
I do like a lot for small business owners. We do like business formation. We do a lot of consulting. I partner with the Chamber of Commerce here in Barnwell, where we actually help the Chamber with the Propel Business Lab. So we help like a lot of small business owners actually get started and actually to pretty much grow their business as well. Yeah. Right here, the board approval date, we need to update that.
As the owner of Davis Tax Consulting and Financial Services, she taps into her own experience to help lead others down the successful path of entrepreneurship. When not crunching numbers, she's also helping students.
I do work, I'm at Voorhees University too, and so I have like a lot of students, like a lot of international students. So like, I'm able to actually help them as well. They've gotten like internships and everything abroad as well.
Alicia Davis is a quiet woman with big ambitions toward changing lives for the better. She came up with an idea for a local organization, and her friends were in step with the goals and mission.
You know, we kind of noticed that the women here, especially in Barnwell County, it's like, we kind of noticed that they needed some help. Because, like, a lot of times, we as women, we tend to, kind of define ourselves based on how society says that we should be. And so we just kind of wanted to start an organization where women were able to actually redefine, what they think about themselves and also what other people think about them.
That led her to the creation of Redefined Women's Empowerment Incorporation.
So we focus on, things such as financial literacy. We focus on entrepreneurship. We have different initiatives. We have a scholarship fund where we give out scholarships. We have an initiative called Esther's Closet, where we actually partner with other organizations. We give out clothing items. We give out toiletries. We purchase groceries for individuals. So we kind of are like a one-stop shop. We've helped with resumes, computer courses, just like, I guess, kind of whatever women need, they come to us, and we're pretty much able to help them in some way.
As the first woman to serve on Barnwell's city council, Alicia Davis knows how to chart new courses. She leans on her past to help others in the present and future.
I was the insecure person. I was one who really didn't think I was good enough, and so I guess it's I'm kind of trying to help women to actually help themselves the same way that other people were able to help me.
That's why Alicia Davis is one of our women to watch.
On behalf of Goodwill Industries of Middle Georgia and the CSRA, we are honored to acknowledge you as this month's Woman to Watch.
Thank you.
and she's absolutely amazing. Alicia Davis believes it's never too late to follow your dreams. She says, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Now, if you know a woman who is using her business or career to change the lives of others, nominate her to be one of our Women to Watch. Can't wait to see your nomination. Just go to our website, WJBF.com. Well, that does it for your news at 5:30. Stay with us for your news at 6 with Brad.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing. If your roof needs fixing, call Mr. Hickson. Buy more, save more during Brand